Hey, welcome to Multiplying Decimals. Today, you'll be able to multiply decimals. I know, I've got it, when I can correctly answer at least one of the two exit ticket questions. But again, we always want to make sure that we're doing our best and always going for all of them being correct. Alright, here we go. Hopefully you know by now that you're going to go to the mailbox and pick up a graphic organizer. You can take a look at what it looks like over here on the right hand side. Okay, you're going to get your spiral and you are going to open up that front cover to the table of contents. You are going to write the title, which is multiply decimals, and page numbers, which is going to be 5 and 6. Okay, you're going to glue this into pages 5 and 6. So make sure you number those pages in your notebook. So pause the video and get that done. Come back soon. Alright, so now we're going to take some notes. So when we multiply decimals, we, as you can see, do not line up the decimals. You line up the right digits. That means the far right. Okay? And then you're just going to multiply. You're going to pretend those decimals are invisible because we're going to take care of them at the end. Okay? Then, number 3, we count the numbers behind the decimal in the numbers being multiplied. And if both of them have it, then we add them together. And then we do number 4. We move the decimal however many spaces counted in your factors, because factors are the numbers being multiplied. Okay? Alright. Here we go. We're going to do those examples. Example 1. Don't forget, if you need to, you can pause the video at any time so that you can write things down. I should see your notes looking very similar to mine, but your handwriting and not mine. Alright, example 1. We're just going to line up the decimals on the right, the far right. So we've got 2, 4, 6, and then we've got the 0 decimal point, 1, 3, 9. So notice I lined them up on the right. Number 2 says we're going to multiply. I think it's number 2. Maybe it's number 3. Alright. Anyway, we're going to multiply. So 9 times 6 is 54. Carry the 5. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 5 is 41. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 4, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Alright, we're going to move on to the 3, so we're going to put a 0 down here. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry a 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the 1, 13. Carry a 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus that 1 is 7. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply with the 1. So I've got 2 zeros, because it's 2 places over. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. And then anything times 0 is 0. So I'm not going to waste my time and write a whole bunch of zeros. I'm going to add these up. I have 4. 1 plus 8 is 9. 2 plus 3 is 5. And 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. Alright, now we're going to count the decimal places. Okay, so I don't have any decimal places in my first number. I'm going to put a 0 there. And sorry, I need to change the thickness of my pencil here. Alright, so in the second digit I have 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So this was a 0, 0, and 3. That means I need to show 3 decimal places in my answer. Okay? So if we start over here on the right hand side of the 4, and we go 1, 2, 3. So the decimal needs to go right here. So my final answer is 34 and 194 thousandths. Pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to go to the next example. Alright, example 2, 72 thousandths times 15 and 4 tenths. So again, we're just going to line the digits up on the right hand side. So we have a 0, oops, sorry, 0, decimal point 072 times, I have 3 digits, a 1, a 5, and a 4. Okay? Notice I don't line my decimals up. Do not line the decimals up. Again, we're going to take care of them at the end. We're going to multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. And 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2. 4 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 is 2. And 4 times 0 is 0. I didn't carry anything. Moving on to the 5, I'm going to put a placeholder 0. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1 is 36. Okay. 5 times 0 is 0. And then this was a 3 that I carried. I didn't write it very nicely, but it's a 3. So 3 goes here. 5 times 0. Okay. Now I'm going to move to the 1. So I've got 2 places, 2 zeros. And then 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 0, 1 times 0. Okay, now we're going to add. So 8 plus 0 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 0 plus 0 is 8 again. 2 plus 6 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Carry a 1. 1 plus 3 plus 7 is 11. 1 plus these zeros is 1. And then 0. Alright, now we're ready to count our decimal places. So notice in the first number that I wrote, the top number, I have 3 decimal places to the right. 1, 2, 3. I have only 1 place in the second number. Okay? How many decimal places total? 4. So I need to show that in my answer. So I'm going to start over here on the right hand side by this 8. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So my decimal goes right here. So notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers total, which is this total right here. Final answer, 1 and 1,088 ten thousandths. Alright? Okay, next, you're going to get a whiteboard. Complete these 2 problems. Come and show me. Pause the video. Do your work. Come and show me. Get it done as quickly as you can. Alright. Then, you are ready for some independent practice. Instead of doing all of them this time, you are going to complete 7. So just as a refresher, you're going to go to the mailbox and make sure you're looking for worksheet number 3. It should say adding and subtracting decimals. Again, choose 7 of them. I don't care which ones. 7 of them. Okay? And then if you don't get done because class is over, or if you don't get done for whatever reason, that's your homework. Use a marker to check them. Fix your mistakes. Maybe instead of fixing your mistakes, you could choose another problem to do correctly. Okay? Take a picture. Turn it into Canvas, and then you're going to get your half sheet from the mailbox, and complete these 2 problems. You're going to bring it to me, and the goal is to get at least 1 done, okay? But again, you always want to go for the best. So try to get both of them correct. You're going to bring it to me, I'm going to check it. And then you're going to take a picture of it and put it into Canvas, where it should say adding and subtracting decimals exit ticket. Okay? Always make sure your picture is of the assignment that you're turning in, and make sure you look at your picture so that it's legible. That means so I can read it, because again, if you can't read it, I can't read it. Okay. You are ready for your next assignment, which means, yes, you know what it means. Another video. All right, don't forget, go Hawks.